else, then you're not communicating effectively to them. So you have to be a model that people will look at and then emulate. That is your number one task. 2, I am also saying that your role is to correct the misconceptions people have about COVID. People are thinking it's not real. So when we went on internship, I acknowledge my principal too. Dominic is also here. When we went on internship, and I am wearing my mask, people look at me and say, this guy is a strange guy. Because where in the community it's free range. They are not wearing it. So as soon as they see you in a mask, they will think you are a strange guy. Please, don't be discouraged. Continue to correct the misconception that people have got about COVID. And by doing this, you have to arm yourself with the information that you need. That is why we have Dr. BETH around going to explain basic things about COVID to us, so that when we leave and we go out, either on vacation or anywhere, we will be correcting these misconceptions, so that people will begin to understand the whole process. And like I've said, you need to explain the issues to them. Then you have to do away with stigmatization. And this is where I will want to congratulate our Director of Health Services, both at WINNEBA and at Ajumako here. Certain things happen and it doesn't tell anybody. So we are here and we don't know. One thing that can kill somebody is stigmatization. So please, as you go out and you explain to people, you explain the issues to the people, please talk about stigmatization. It is not good. It is not right. That one even kills people more than the disease itself. So I am urging you that as you go, try and educate people on doing away with stigmatization of people who have got COVID and have recovered. Then I also want to talk about the vaccine. Interestingly, 2 days ago, I heard they have brought it down here. And I said, wow, I will go. And when then the principal was already there. And then we started talking about it. Then I said, well, if I take, I will die. If I don't take, and I'm caught by COVID, I will die. So I will take and die. So I said, well, I will take. If I die, then they will say, he wanted to protect himself. In any case, I am called EWIE, so I will die. And I could see that the seriousness. The principal was there educating people, talking to people about the need to take. I've taken my shot. Nothing has happened to me. Nothing has happened. How long should something happen? Nothing will happen. If something will happen, it should have happened. But nothing has happened. So please, educate people when you go out. Educate them that this virus doesn't kill. It does not kill. All of us who have taken vaccines before, the one that some time ago they will even press something down and then it will inject you. Yes, that one even. The only thing you see that either there is a swell here, and then you get some bodily pain slightly, and then it goes away. That is the nature of vaccines. Me, I have even not experienced that. So please, We are begging you. People are reading religious issues into it and all those. Please, this COVID doesn't know that you belong to this church or that shrine or no. So go out, educate people, let them know that the government or whoever, the whole world is not interested in killing. When they kill people, who would they administer or who would they govern? So please, we are begging you, educate people on this vaccine that is being used. I think doctor will talk more about it so that when you go out, you have enough information to educate people on it. Lastly, observe the protocols. When you go to your villages, your community, wherever you are, educate them on the need for observance of the protocols. I've taken the shot, but I'm still wearing my mask. That gives me double protection. And if even there is another one that should be used tomorrow, I will still use it. So that I will be so protective of myself that if somebody has it, I will not have it. So please, despite this vaccine coming and people getting vaccinated, please continue to observe the protocols. When we started here, the principal was sometimes going around and asking, where's your nose mask? Where's your nose mask? Won't you wear it? Now, he still does. But now, his work has gone down a little because people are observing it. So please, your role in helping us deal with this situation we find ourselves, we don't like it. Nobody will want to. We have nice faces. We don't want to cover them. But the situation is such that you have to cover your face. So we are just pleading with you that wherever you find yourself, educate people, protect yourself, but because you are in a community where others think wearing the mask is not important and it can affect you. So continue to educate people, continue to wear your mask. Now, at least, I know that before we leave, I know the guys, they have about 5 each. You also have them. Looking at Pascal's face and head, it means he is going to give more. So please, like the principal has always been saying, let us wear our masks and protect ourselves. Observe the protocols, and then, wherever you find ourselves, let's educate people on the danger of the pandemic, and then what we can do to protect ourselves. Principal, registrar, doctor, and all colleagues behind me, thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I know we're going to do all we can to help with dealing with this COVID issue. Thank you very much, and God bless all of us.
He has done so well. Dean, we are so grateful for what you have told us this afternoon. Now, before we continue, we would like to introduce some dignitaries here. And first on our list, we have the principal of the college, Professor Dominic Kudanso, MENSAH with us. Please, let's see a wave, a wave. And also, yes. And also we have another person who loves students so much. Anywhere he hears student gathering, he's there. And he is in the person of the Dean of Student Affairs, Professor AMPONSAH. So you are welcome. So we would like to continue with the program.
Thank you very much. At this point in time, I want us to, with a clap offering, receive the poetry recitals. With a clap offering, please.
Woyo number senanu alright. Mabapuma demojaka adenami ple hakpanya. Nye hakpanya fatanya nye adoji wodokogo. Adoji wodokogo kanla tode afika ewole. Miya wenye nseto agboreka dagbo katanu. Miya wenye hugbo niniyawu. Ne miya dagbea duko de ozia dodwi. America, Russia, China, Papa Africa eole. Asi coronavirus tofo fafia. De bra. Dodo de ozion ton. Vava la lanu. Numala adakameli o. Ayatamaba adochi wodokogo. Adochi wodokogo. Coronavirus. Aba yenya oflululu flalala. Atotrum galangangam yamakoplanku. Na jaha aloga. Na magachau ha aloga. Ihamatuko kata data agunao. Aye uba igwe alaba. Dukwada kama da uba da sivavi aba. Nose mask, hand sanitizer, social distance, pla asikokro fugba o. Sifiaba, kolio, gato, ama ibo, pla yavua o siala, ama adakama langona novia o. Plachi, kwe mienye, ayatamaba, adochi, wodokogo. Adochi wodokogo, afalia di koto, cho China to come. Woba coronavirus, dofo dokliye lebetovio trom. Manya gbo Kenya sebo o. Afama dodo viwenya la mohojo. Pakpakpa nyanya atraditoy plabubua o. Oh! Afidu bazi vovodo gui. Ihama tukokata dogliba. Mitu miapa de gong. Plus suba corona magagada tukobu buoma o. Adochi. Yafu bagana ko corona dona China tukoba lockdown, self quarantine. Ihama tukobu buo misodo. Coronavirus. Aba yenya gitigasu. Aba yenya sitokpo oji vovodo tomalao. Amakpa fufu. Aba ye gachoji. Bakbele keke agumeke. Corona ma habujolo. Alo homo sopana. Afido tukobu buo bo o. Ayatamaba adoji wodokogo. Adoji wodokogo. Gavola jidudu afokotokume. Ala pachikona dukoma vio. Dono pojito oba ava glo. Ala coronavirus. Amasizu gidigasu. Abe bogao gao pala. Dagbana dukoma vio ba. Amasiyama na tuwado kwida home. Wato afa wachingo. Doma chochunanga o doma. Asinana na subare gbanya fafa fatrichimo koko na u agleto o ayatamaba adoji wodokogo. Adoji wodokogo. Coronavirus ihamoduko kata data aguna o wobliba na o woba ma usogbo lisa adan woto kwasa yu fokoko ahadagbe na corona bo wasema u atofagbe alamoi amoyibo kata na globa amada kama langona novia o bli abubu hama langona novia o amada kaunya ayatamoba adoji wodokogo akpanami anglola hilary jijo. Nkonye nya bajo rejoice mava ba maglo hakpanya vivi adenami nya hakpanya patanya nya makai nanye evevi akwa chimato si ma vevi nyanya le wo wanu fuanu aba vevi si dana de vevi nyanya jie nanya lo alo vevi chigbe sizu aguto jona chomala hawo hama o eye adu sodeng menedru gakamalala hapa hama oenanya makai nanya vagbato adodia sima vakonu ole wo wanu aba vagbato sidra ko abojide voko ngongwe nanya lo alo vagbato si zulo gloti si baya gbada gakada baya tragbagba eye no le vokonu omla makpole fasina lena ola nanya makai nanya evevi wonu teƒe sister hasimadzilame eye wòsɔna woe nanya lo alo evevi si zu dzogbesoli meɖi gbaɖe o eye gbaɖe hã meɖi o sister ahamasime la me eye wòtru dzi nɛ nanya ɖoŋui be menye sisi tso vemega ƒe alitome aɖaɖi go ɖe venyaga ƒe yɔnue nye vevinyenye o akpe na mi. Anglola Mr. Pascal KPODO.
Nkonyenya Klai Carlos. Meva be magblɔ hakpanya vevi ɖeka na mi. Nye hakpanya ƒe tanya nye wobe xexea gblẽ. Wobe xexea gblẽ, xexea gblẽa si kpɔ gbetɔwo ŋutɔe gblẽ xexea. Lãwo kekia ke hã kpɔtɔ le segbe dzi. Makpɔ koklotsu wòayɔ si nɔvia koklotsu. Eye makpɔ avutsu wòado kɔ kple nɔvia avutsu o. Ke ŋka dzɔ ɖe gbetɔvi dzi. Gbetɔ tsi mavu le agbegbo sia ŋa le. Ŋutsu la si yɔm nɔvia ŋutsu. Nyɔnu la si yɔm nɔvia nyɔnu. Wogblẽ wotso ɖe dada dzɔdzɔ me dzi be eya ŋutɔe ɖo yewo ɖa nenema. Ale wɔ se metro asi le lãwo wɔwɔ mo. Wozu gbetɔ ɖayibɔ wɔwɔ mee dzɔdzɔme na va tro alɔ le. Wobe xexea gblẽ si kpɔa mía ŋutɔwoe gblẽ xexea akpe na mi. Eŋlɔla Pascal KPODO aka Dutɔ.
Ago medogo na mesiame. Miaƒe sukuviawo, nukpɔlawo, anyinɔƒea katã, miaƒe amedzrowo, nufialawo, menyi baa na mi. Nye hakpanya ƒe tanyae nye aƒagblẽ. Dzodzaƒe, dzotsilawo meli o. Agbadzanyi, agbatsɔlawo hlẽ. Aʋasia ƒe na mi, aʋawɔnuwo ɖe. Kodona kple viawo le ahɔndzi ɖe mía nu. Míaƒe tu dzakpo, he dzakpo. Aŋlɔmegawo via xɔ da be kodona ne xɔ gbese. Gake kodona bu ɖe wo be dzakpata be ɖeviwo menya ku o. Wobe agbenɔlegbea, nuteƒe wòkpɔ ame. Dzamezãe ƒo mi. Ziokpo aɖe mía nu. Asinana zu hlɔnu. Eye adzɔgenɔviwo xɔ kɔkɔ. Wobe ne menya sisioa, nanya bebe. Gake bebe ƒe guda agbetɔ. Agɔ kae míedze. Vɔ kae míewɔ. Hlɔ kae míedɔ. Busunya kae míegblɔ wòzuzu nu míegblẽ ava yi zo kuku ge. Vɔsa kae míawɔ. Mauga na lavu sia na mi. Labe avala gblẽ mi azɔ. Aŋlɔla Mr. Pascal KPODO. Ene ame ya ke dress nama enye Emmanuela akpena mi.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, let's give them a round of applause. They have done so well. They have done so well. They have done so well. This is College of Language Education. This is the place that we can confuse you, but still will let you feel loved. Yes, we implore you all to come for our proficiency courses. When you come, we have proficiency in Ewe, Gruni, Ga, Dangbe. We will admit you and let you feel loved. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Yes. So we would like Mr. Kodo, as his name has been going round, to tell us why they were mentioning his name, Mr. Kodo. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's unfortunate we said we are going to conduct this event in English, yet we are. So this is every department. I just want to make a short comment on interpretation of two of the poems. They are typically on coronavirus. The one that says Edoji Odo Kogo, that was the first one. It's talking about the commencement of the pandemic and how Corona silenced the superpowers in the world, America, Russia, China, everybody. How even though we closed our borders, land, sea, airports, to prevent Corona from reaching us, yet Corona did not take passport, no traveling document, no money, but Corona got to every part of the world, wreaking havoc on everyone. In the end, we are only calling on God to save us from this pandemic. The very last one is talking about a war that was waged on this world by Corona. And when Corona came to our shores, the Anglo leaders decided to stop Corona by chanting and using all our powers. So we asked Corona to listen to us. And it was a practical event that took place, that our people consulted their oracles and performed sacrifices, believing that Corona may be caused by some spiritual curse. But Corona chanted back, saying, Jakpatabe de Vimanyakuo, meaning a python say a child does not know death. The pastors were nowhere to be found. Everybody was silent. Corona won the day. And we went on to say that Corona came in the deep of the night when we were not expecting it. He beat us and left the rod on us. It means we were overpowered, we were conquered. So now we are only, once again, looking up to God, because we wonder what crime we committed. We wonder what exactly we did wrong to have this visited on us. We are only calling on God to protect us. Thank you very much.
At this point, I invite Dr. Bonsu to introduce to us the speaker of the occasion. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I used to speak on law and Adobe, but I don't know now. I can't speak even one. Yeah, I had part of my training in Trafalgar, in Volta Regional Hospital. So I used to speak a lot of EWIE. I worked in Huerta Ajadoko, a clinic there. I went to Kitikrache, Sogakope, Abo. So I know a lot of places in Volta region. Yeah, I used to speak. I don't know. So maybe I have to come for a proficiency. Yes, I have to enroll. We are very privileged this afternoon to have a very wonderful woman in our midst. She wants her introductions to be very modest and concise, so I will do that. She was born on the 6th of December 1973. She hails from Second D. She had a O-level certificate in science in Ajumako Secondary School. Recently, they have been in the news. She had a A-level certificate in science in St. Mary's Secondary School in 1992. After that, she went to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, School of Medical Sciences. That's where she was trained as a medical doctor. After that, she had a specialist training in West African College of Surgeons in Kolebu. Before she came to this university, she was the head of department of in anesthesia and critical care in the University of Cape Coast Hospital. She came to our university in the year, I think, 2014. Currently, she is the Ghana Association of University Administrators. She is the president, the EWE chapter. She is also a council member of EWE, and she is the acting director of health services. So with a round of applause, please let's welcome Dr. BETH OFFEI-AWUKU.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here, Chairman, at this grand occasion and happening to hear that it is the birthday of the head of department. I feel like that's a real blessing. I wondered why he was in white, and I said, hey, it looks like we've won the battle over Corona already, but now I understand. And deans, directors, the principal just left us. We want to say thank you for this opportunity. This COVID-19 pandemic has become the world game changer since January 2020. Ghana experienced her first cases 3 months behind the declaration of the pandemic and has since been through 2 waves with the discovery of several strains of the virus. Current statistics show that while Ghana is exiting the second wave, the Western world is entering a third wave. And the pandemic is sadly becoming a cycle of unending waves. Over the year, the protocols for prevention have proven effective in spite of a rather poor community attitude to adherence. Cloth face masks, as well as the disposable face masks, have been misused, overused, abused. Perhaps you have noticed dirty face masks on people's faces. Perhaps you have noticed the magicians with their face masks below their chin. Perhaps you have noticed even the disposable face mask being so overwashed that it seems to grow fair. Perhaps you've noticed that some people will mount the Veronica buckets, but when you shake it, it is empty. White elephants. This pandemic has seen poor community attitude in spite of the science of it. And yet the common knowledge that half a loaf is better than no bread seems to have favored our communities. Any face covering is better than no face mask. Educational institutions like ours have not been spared the effect of the pandemic. From the closure of schools completely, through the resort to online teaching and learning only. Then on reopening, the hybrid mode of combining face-to-face and the online teaching mode for teaching, learning, and examinations. In this pandemic, nowhere cool. We are blessed as a nation to be accessing vaccines for target communities. And then we know that later the whole nation is targeted to receive vaccination. Unfortunately, since this rollout of vaccination, we have noticed a community fear. And we've noticed that even when our target is 60% vaccination of the target groups, we have not reached that target. I will here talk about the importance of the vaccine. In fact, when we talk about natural immunity, which is actually the ultimate we look for, the body reacts to any organism, any foreign material that comes to it. So whether it's a virus, whether it's a fungus, whether it's a parasite, whether it's a bacterium, the body mounts what we call an immune response. There is initial attack to try and kill the virus or the fungus or the parasite. After that attack, usually the particle or the offending organism leaves its remnants, sometimes protein parts, sometimes genetic parts, which our human immune system would recognize as an antigen and build antibodies against it. So anytime you meet that offending organism again, there is memory. Your body remembers that, hey, I met that virus before, I met that fungus, and your body will fight with an immune response that exceeds the first exposure. Now, when it comes to using a vaccine, we are introducing in this new technology mRNA or a certain protein code in the genetic expression of the virus. It's introduced into your body. Your body's immune system will first see it as foreign because this is not what is in the body all along, and then would go to attack it. Now, rather than the usual natural immunity where the offending organism is in there and growing, and then your body is trying to fight it and its genetic material becoming an antigen for your body, this is coming more like an artificial antigen straight away. So while your body attacks it, it recognizes the genetic code in there, and your body builds an immune response. That immune response becomes your baseline readiness for any attack. So the reason why we're saying that go for that vaccine, at least let 60% of the community receive that immune response, receive that reaction that makes us recognize that genetic material of the virus. Once that is done, even if you get exposed to the virus itself, you would find that the body has memory of that reaction and puts up a better immune response. And when the virus could have been killing, like it's been doing in some parts of the world, and even in Ghana, we've lost some very prominent people, it will not kill that much. I want to add my voice to the voice of the many advocating that we do, that the uptake of the vaccines be improved. If indeed all of us here, we are glad we have a mounted station at the clinic for this vaccine to be given. I just checked the statistics and we have not reached 100 people vaccinated in a community as big as ours. We will plead with you. If we need our face mask off, if we need to return to normal, if we need to come to a point where we can meet and not be worried. In fact, as I sat here and watched the way performances were going, we have virtually been using one microphone throughout. People, when they're coming to use their mic, think they want their voice to be heard, so they draw down their face mask, and I panic. I panic because if anybody has been exposed to, or if the virus is sitting somewhere on the mic, you're talking in the mic and breathing from the microphone has exposed you. You understand? So while we walk around and we are talking about teacher and community education and all of that, the face mask doesn't change anything about your sound waves. Keep the face mask on. Whether you are preaching, you are teaching, you are singing, you are shouting, so that as you do, because anytime you are talking or singing or shouting or in any way bringing out any vapor from your mouth, we are in a pandemic. You may be exposing others. So I protect you, you protect me. That's how it goes. Please, if we need our face masks off, then we need to have in the minimum 60% of every population vaccinated. If we can clean our borders by admitting only persons who have been vaccinated and ensure that every susceptible group, those above 50, those with underlying conditions, those who have respiratory issues. I know, I have been contacted by friends. They say, I'm asthmatic. Should I go for the vaccine? I said, why not? You more. If you have any underlying condition and you decide not to pick the vaccine, then in a certain sense, when you get the, viral infection as it is, you may be more affected. So build the immunity, like we are saying, put your system in a certain readiness so that even when you contact the virus, it should not kill you. We need all and sundry to keep the protocols going. As long as we are not there where we have community herd immunity, that is where we are saying when almost everybody has some exposure, either been vaccinated or had a natural immunity to the vaccine, we will need to continue to wear the face masks and wear them properly. Thankfully now, our disposable face masks have dropped in price. I saw an advert, somebody selling bulk of them and saying, yaji enisu 5 cedis. The whole pack of 50 is now going in some bulk areas for 5 cedis only. So we don't need to reuse it. Please. And disposal of these face masks is a very critical waste management measure that we rather do not spread, even if it's not just COVID-19, other bacteria, viruses, and parasites that may be in the system. So typically they are supposed to be incinerated, burned. But if you cannot burn them and we collect them, put them into a bin. Don't leave them littering the floor for another person to come and pick it. It is so important. And as for the cloth face masks, they are supposed to be used daily and washed daily. Any cloth face mask that is used, 2 days in a row, and these days I am afraid of the black face mask. People buy one black face mask and it's supposed to last for a week. It's scary. It is scary. Let us dispose of those ones that should be disposed of. And let us wash those ones that need to be washed. There's so much misconception going around. This virus is 666. The truth about 666, if you are a Christian and you believe it, it will not be a hidden phenomenon. It will be an obvious phenomenon. And the question will be, are you of this faith or the other? So if it's a matter of faith, it will not hide in a vaccine. People are saying this vaccine will change your whole genetic code. Hey, mRNA, change a human being to a virus. Or change a human being to what? An elephant. It is definitely not a possibility. mRNA, it's a new technology, yes. Typically, they would have used the live attenuated virus to create a vaccine. But here is a virus that we didn't know. It was even affecting those who were working on it in the lab. It killed all those ones. And so it was an innovation. We all prayed, let the vaccines come quickly. And God answered. And they found just genetic material, sequenced the material, and formed from it molecules that can act as antigens in our body so that we build the immune response. If you have any questions, our numbers are on the web page. Get to us. Let us help you answer your questions. Don't fight your inner struggles alone. Get to the web page, read on the coronavirus. We've put up a coronavirus handbook for the community. Everything you need to know is in there. We've also put up the risk assessment tool. And then we've also put up for the community our emergency numbers that you can call. Please talk to us. Please ask all your questions. Let us help you answer them. Let this community take up the vaccines so that very soon we can all remove our face mask again, we can all hug again, and we can all live our normal lives. But while we wait, keep the protocols. Properly wearing the face mask, keeping them well, physical distancing, hand sanitization, regular hand washing with soap and running water. And as our president of the nation will say, this too shall pass. Thank you.
Please, let's give her a round of applause. That is Dr. BETH OFFEI-AWUKU. She has said it all. Let's wear the face mask. Thank you, Dr. BETH OFFEI-AWUKU. This program is live on Radio WINNEBA 98.3 FM and also live on Facebook, Radio WINNEBA at 98.3 FM. As I said from the beginning, this is College of Languages Education, where culture begins. We would like to take another performance from the VOSA members. Please hurry up. We are far behind time. And we will admonish us all to partake in the dance, because today there's going to be a competition. We are all going to take part in the dancing.
Aha, Adoniaji, Agbajaje Tome. Tata mi do vividon. Aba, mi do vividon. Miawe kaba kaba, miapa, atanami.
Yes, that is what he said. We are going to have Agbaja. We are going to have Agbaja.
Garoko, Garoko, you walk boy, Kanawe, you walk boy, my you walk boy. I'm your boy. I got to be me boy, my you walk boy. I will not to be me boy, my you walk boy. I will not to be me boy, my yo, so much ahoyo yo, jahoyo, jire, so much ahoyo, so much ahoyo, jahoyo, jire, ahoyo, jahoyo, jire. Kalame madae jojo mutubyo kalame madalo kalame madae madalo jojo mutubyo kalame madie me madie kalame madie madalo jojo mutubyo kalame madie me madie tu Mario, Anava, Mudo, Jabata, tu Mario, Anava, Yano Paka down my Suka on a bay, Yano Paka down my Suka on a bay, Mundo, Jabata, tu Mario, Mundo, Jabata, Mario, Anava, Mundo, Jabata, tu Mario, Anava. Yaitino Paka down my Suka on the bay, Yano Paka down my Suka on the bay, Tono Tamata, Tomorrow,
Ajima, Jima, Ajima, 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 Ajima,
Ajuma. Aha! Avamala. Avamala chubotuma. Nama. You go go man yeah. Tuma. Paneva. Paneva. This is what you get when you come to College of Languages Education. You know what you've missed. Mother language day would have been brutal, but unfortunately COVID did not allow us. Thank you, Vosa Group. Now that we have our Dean of Student Affairs with us, we would like you to give us a word or two as we celebrate this day. Let's welcome him with a round of applause as we welcome Dean of Student Affairs, Professor AMPONSAH.
Thank you very much. I thought you were going to say Dean of School. All right. The principal, Professor DOMINIC, MENSAH, who just left, the Dean of the faculty, Professor EWIE, who was also here a while ago, the Director of Health Services, Dr. BETH OFFEI-AWUKU, the college registrar, Mr. APPAU, my senior brother, the head of department, the indefatigable Pascal Pudo, my other colleagues, and then my students. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. In fact, I have been thrilled by the Bobobo. And I want to pledge 500 Ghana cedis for the Bobobo group. So I'll give it to Mr. Pascal. That is my contribution in celebrating his birthday. Well, after the talk by Dr. BETH and what Professor EWIE said, what more can I add as far as COVID is concerned? All I want to say is that please, let us take care of ourselves. Let us protect each other. Let us follow the protocols. In fact, the way we live as a people, I even think that we are even the very people who have to make sure that this COVID goes away. Otherwise, our very existence will be threatened. Look how beautiful it was when we did our Bobobo. How can we do Bobobo with social distancing? It won't be possible. And so for us to have our lives back, I think that we need to follow the protocols. If you have opportunity to take the shot, please, let's do it. I don't see any theory, any misconceptions or conceptions as far as COVID is concerned. COVID is COVID. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or a traditionalist or an atheist, COVID is COVID. Whether you come from Ashanti region or Volta region or Northern region or wherever. So let us all try and protect ourselves. I think that anytime I come to this campus, I am so much happy about the way you follow the protocols, especially with the nose masks. Let us continue to do that. Let us be shining examples in the community and also wherever we go, so that together, all of us will be able to conquer this COVID. Let me finally say that, Mr. Pascal Kodo, you have done so well by doing this function, commemorating 1 year of Corona visiting us. Such an amazing thought. I think we need to give him a round of applause. So this is more or less a thanksgiving to God for keeping us, because COVID has taken thousands and millions of people away in the world. And so if after 1 year of COVID, despite the fact that we have been a little bit lax, but God has kept us, what else can we say but to thank God? Thank you very much, Pascal, for doing this. And I wish and pray that God will be with us and protect us. Let me also reiterate the President's word and say to all of us and encourage ourselves that if we continue to follow the protocols, this one too shall pass. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean, for your words. Once again, I want to inform you that this program is live on Radio WINNEBA 98.3 FM and also live on Facebook, Radio WINNEBA 98.3 FM. Now it's now time for the lecturers in the Department of Further Education to make a presentation. So we would like to invite Mr. Pascal Kodo to lead all the lecturers. He is to lead all the lecturers to do this presentation for us. Let's welcome them as they come. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's give it to them.
Yeah, thank you very much, MC. This is the highlight of our meeting today. This started from a departmental board meeting. We were brainstorming on how to keep ourselves safe, continue to keep ourselves safe until we get out of the pandemic. We thought that to encourage you to wear the face mask, we need to do something extra. Now we all complain about the face mask. Some people claim it makes them breathless. Some people claim it covers their beauty. So we said, okay, why don't we produce a face mask that will be an ornament? It will be part of our dressing, so that even as we protect ourselves, we enhance our beauty by doing so. We thought there is no other way to do that than to do it the EWIE department way. The EWIE department way is, we have our department cloth, we must have a department face mask to match. So by saying this, we are now going to unveil the department face mask. We have already shared face shields to members of the department. In fact, we still have more, whatever we can do to make sure we don't lose a single soul on this campus. We are doing this. We need to also add that we are doing all this without spending one cedi from our departmental budgetary allocation. We are using money from alternative sources so that we can use those budgets to do more important things that would enhance the department directly. To do the unveiling, our former HOD, my hardworking predecessor, the person who trained me, who taught me how to head a department, because when she was a department, she was giving me assignments. I didn't know she was training me for the job. She's going to take off the first cloth. Yeah, there it goes. Now, we have 3 other people who were also students just a couple of years ago. It means I have been old enough to see them as students. Let us call on our examination officer. He was in WINNEBA this morning for timetable committee meeting. Yesterday he was there, today he was there, but then he had to come here to witness this unveiling. Mr. Dobe, do the honors. All right. Now we will have to succumb to woman power. The men in the department are 4, and the women are 2. We are more than them. So we have to take practical steps to make sure we don't lord it over them. For that matter, we'll call on Madam Cynthia Selassie Akukumako to do the last honor. There we are. So you have seen the face masks, the departmental face masks with the department logo on it. It reads Department of Education, Hegbe Hedona. Every bird speaks its language. Every bird speaks its language. Hegbe Hedona. And we would like you to pick and change what you have. We need 5 students. Okay, you can come. You can come. We have it in sizes. We have a large and we have a medium. You can. It's labeled. If you have L on it, it means it's large. Don't worry, there is no significant difference though. This will be okay for you. Put it on. Now, because we cannot share over 800 or thousands face masks sitting down here, this is only ceremonial. We want to see it on the faces of our people. We would, from maybe during the weekend, we wouldn't waste time at all. During the weekend, we share the face masks in the department. So here we are.
Thank you, Mr. Podo and co. As they are preparing it, the Bobo group, you are going to give them a hot song so that they dance with the face mask for all of us to see. So the Bobo group, give them a hot dance.
All right.
Everybody is free to join. Everybody is free to join.
mase, ogbe mase.
Mawo fofo, mawo fofo, monta mele, oh, ya le 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 le, ya maglojo, ya da la ah oh, je mebe, oh oh, oh, Ogbe mase, nye hanton ye wafele, awo wo hanton wo wafele, adaba wo hanton wafele, ahanubo no hanton wafele, mega bombe anye mele deke, mega bombe anye mele deke mo no Bombe ya mele de kemo, ega bombe na ya mele de kemo, ega bombe ya mele de kemo. Awo hata wafele, awo ne hata je wafele, adavato hata wafele, lele ahadumula hata wafele. Bombe ya mele ekemo àwọn wo han to wo pele ye han to ye wo pele adaba to wo pele ahadomula to wo pele bega bombe ya mele ekemo adandola leje pola danwado adandola leje pola danwado Sabi wo mega hanu olo Adandola de jipola da wado O sabi wo mega hanu ode Adandola le jipola da wado Pepe wo no abaye Anamagbale Corona elo abaye Agamagbale Agame wo no abaye Agamagbale Adandola le jipola da wado Pepe wonu abaye agamagbale yakame wonu abaye agamagbale corona elo abaye agamagbale adandola lejifola danwado soko noye jeme lagbe leko obeke kodanye soko ye soko jeme lagbe leko obeke tó ti kọ́kọ́ ìlúdé kọ́kọ́ kọ́kọ́ ọ̀ jàló lẹ́lẹ́ o. ló bọ́ gbèsè ló
Thank you, thank you. Baba group, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Megazikpi, the Bonava, Haona Tuo,
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I think we have to organize interdepartmental dancing competition. And it will be marvelous. Now I would like to invite Madam Monyo Mawine. Mawine. Yes. To give us a recital. Please, let's give it to her as she's coming. With the beautiful flowers.
Nukpalao. Tanya sukuto. Miapa nufiala bubuto. Miapa mekpeto. Togbio. Mamao. Menyiba nani. Nkonye nye monyo maluin. Efabo maglo hakpanya nami. Nye hakpanya petanya nye nchu sesen. Nyatefe. Nchu sesen wonyelo. Mano anu wo glana dede o. Na degbea anyabe nchue ma vava. Ayanya amasile vadu kwakata nu la fisia. Ayanya awudi dava machiava. Nyakli wosiabe nunya nyakli wosiabe adandodo ple adandela onye. Na abona chichiao ple de viwo sia de wono asinyam. Miapa soti so do metode ka wonye le afisia. Wodri wo gbugbo. De na banuka. Woma dia wode ankra kon ohe. Abenunya. Ple amelolo. Deve deblu. Mia fofo de ka abeve ene. Ma uso bolisa unto. Na tuchi na o. Na lawo agbedete. Ahado ocho. Heavy motrela ope adoboli wome. Apato Pascal Podo. Nyebe Apollo. Dewo adown dodo. Bawo no kwame aota. Zuta. Vava zuta inanya. Adovo volide miachi abe. Batagba ofe. Adovo volide miachi abe. Vonti ene. Zuto. Kiti katane yaolo. Zuto. Ache na okakaka. Mieti jigbaza bokovu nu jejina me de siade now. Jigbaza boko now. Akpenani.
Vava duto jigbaza boko now. Akpe. Nia yiji pata. We continue to take the chairman's closing remark. The chairman's closing remark from Mr. OSEI-BEDIAKO. We take a chairman's closing remark from Mr. OSEI-BEDIAKO. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Director, Health Services, Dr. BETH, Mrs. OFFEI-AWUKU, the indefatigable, venerable Dutor, the birthday boy, the distinguished Pascal Kodo, my very general, the Field Marshal, the Dean of Students Affairs of the University of Education, Professor AMPONSAH. Indeed, he's a general. When you see me in chambers, I'll tell you why he's a general. All other protocols duly observed. Indeed, I am marveled. To use some of your words, I'm flabbergasted. I have been told. Indeed, this short ceremony has been very impressive. All is due to the distinguished, dynamic leadership of Pascal KPODO. The man Pascal KPODO should be celebrated. I'm saying this, I'm so overwhelmed. Goosebumps over my body. Because he planned this thing with his colleagues on the quiet. No cost to the college at all. But it's been very well organized. Well, you look at the choreography of the Voices group, which I've already spoken about, because I know you have always been very formidable, very united, very enthusiastic. Keep it up. This goes to tell the other departments that they can take a leaf from it. Indeed, COVID or no COVID, we've been able to demonstrate what we are capable of doing. But on a more serious note, this occasion was put together to remember what COVID have done to us, where we have reached and where we are heading towards. And so, we are so grateful to the Dean for his pep talk. We are very appreciative of my Director of Health Services, a distinguished member of the University Council, in other words, our boss, my boss, the President of DAWA, UEW, Dr. BETH, as you all know. As usual, she was very eloquent, and she was straight to the point. She has educated us as to the do's and don'ts. We don't have to see the principal, Dominic, as he wants to be called, before we begin to put on our face mask. Some of us have been very stubborn. You have to be forced to virtually put on your distance to protect yourselves. Please, let's take all that we have heard, apart from the dancing and all the others. The most central theme is COVID is rare. And let's also patronize the vaccination, which is at the hospital. I believe in P, if you wish, yes, it as a and chair assembly. You see, if you wish, I'll put it this way: a word to the wise is enough. Thank you very much for being attentive.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We now take a vote of thanks from Regina Adomboy.
Thank you so much, MC. Important dignitaries here gathered, fellow students of the APPAU department, our sister department present. I am Regina Adombo, a level 200 student of the University of Education WINNEBA Ajumako campus. I deemed it a great honor to be called upon to give the vote of thanks at the end of this educative program. I'd like to thank God Almighty, who in his own wisdom have blessed us from the beginning to the very successful end of this program. I would also like to thank the chairperson, Mr. OSEI-BEDIAKO, for steering the affairs of the program. I would like to thank our noble dean,
and his outstanding heads of department, medical experts, and lecturers for making time out of their busy schedules just to make this program a success. I would also like to thank the organizers of this program, without whose effort this program wouldn't have happened in the first place. And finally, I'd like to thank the student body, who despite having exams, but put their books aside just to be here. I pray the Almighty God will be with us and strengthen us, and I also pray that this program will serve as a measure to reduce the rate at which this virus increases. Once again, thank you and God bless us all.
Thank you, our sister, for thanking us. Now I would like you to take this announcement. This evening we're going to have Bobobo night. At exactly 6 o'clock, we are going to have Bobobo night here. And it's going to be wow. So we encourage all of you to take active part in it. Also, when we close, please, all the dignitaries, we are going to the Department of Education. You are invited to that place.
Please, right from here, Merakukuma Gleda Bagbama, Miancho Katamiato, Miankli Bado, a long bavonque, Mayokato no in there, Sukuho Zikpi Aoji, Merakuna Chokwa, the assembly honemi, Akwe.
Also, chaplaincy says they are going to have a program at 6:30. So please make sure you attend. We would now like to invite our Reverend Sister Mary Magdalene to give us the closing prayer. Please let's welcome her as she comes to give us the closing prayer. Please, shall we all be on our feet as we share the prayer?
Shall I pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, we thank you for being with us from the start of this program to its end. We thank you for the time you have given to us. As we depart from this place, we ask that you be with us to our various destinations. We thank you for the knowledge we have acquired from our facilitators. Let them be on our minds so that we may put into practice to end this deadly coronavirus. May we live long in our department and help all those who contribute to the growth of the department, that together we may grow from strength to strength. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Reverend Sister Mary Magdalene. We have brought the program to a successful end. We thank you so much for taking active part in it, and we wish that next time when we call on you, you will come in your numbers. Thank you so much.
This is Radio WINNEBA 90.3, and this has been our coverage from Ajumako campus, where today there has been a live broadcast from Ajumako campus at Ceremonial Grounds, organized by the Department of Education, and COVID-19 a year on and the way forward. And they are commemorating the COVID-19. Exactly a little year ago, Ghana recorded its first case of COVID-19. And that's what they are doing, and say that the fight is still on, and they are doing this program to sensitize Ghanaians on the need for us to adhere to the safety protocols. We are not out of the woods yet. We are still battling with COVID-19. So as educators, we need to champion the fight against COVID-19. We need to spearhead the safety protocols, that Ghanaians should continue to adhere to the safety protocols. That's what the EWIE department have done right now. There has been a colorful ceremony with all the cream de la cream of Ajumako campus are all here to grace the occasion. I have right here a friend, Gabriel, who is a lecturer at the Department of Education. Gabriel, thank you very much for joining us live on Radio WINNEBA.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your listeners.
Right. I know you guys are behind this organization. Tell us the rationale behind today's event.
Thank you very much. As you rightly said, 1 year on, we have received a visitor from nowhere who, though our borders were closed, our air, sea, and land borders were closed, have found its way into our country, and we've managed to handle it. As a department, we have thought that this is a very important moment. We need to thank God and also talk to our students and ourselves so that we will find a way forward of handling this deadly disease. So for us to do that, according to the protocols, we are to wear our nose masks. For us to help our students and also tell them that it is very rightful to use the mask, the department has thought it twice to design and produce some masks which were shared today for the students to be used. Earlier on, we have been given face shields, which they use anytime they attend lectures. So for us to help them to understand the need for the use of the nose mask or the face mask and the face shield, this program has been put together. And also, there are some misconceptions going around about the vaccine that is currently going on. I have taken my shot last 2 weeks and I'm still strong and healthy. But we want to also use this opportunity to educate them and let them know that all those things they are saying about the vaccine is not true and they need to take part in it. Finally, it's also a wake-up call on everybody who was present today and listening to us to observe the safety protocols so that we can be safe after this 1 year.
Okay, so how many face shields and how many nose masks have been shared to the students?
Well, I will not be in a position to give you a exact number, but actually we can boast of about above 500 nose masks.
That's very good. I guess the students are so happy about that.
Pardon me?
I guess the students are so happy about this gesture.
Yes, they were very, very happy. As you can see from the way they were dancing and all that, it's unfortunate you don't understand the language, what they were saying. But they were very happy. Some were even shouting and thanking the department for this wonderful gesture.
I think this is the first time such program is being organized at the Ajumako campus, and then it's been spearheaded by the Department of Education. This is the first time you have taken the lead.
Yes.
Attendance has been very encouraging. The whole place was full.
Yes, indeed. It's well patronized. As you know, every department is one of the very, very, very good department that take leads in everything that we do in Ajumako here. So this, as you said, this has been the first one, and we know it will not be the last. It will continue so that the news gets to everybody, wherever they are.
So what will you get to tell our listeners, or those who are listening and also watching us on Facebook, about these deadly coronavirus?
Thank you, our listeners and viewers. My word to you is that this disease has come to stay with us. We are praying that God will take it off one day. But as we are already in the situation, we need to take all the protocols so seriously and observe them with a lot of prayers so that one day we would go back to our normal life. And also about the vaccine that is currently ongoing, I encourage everybody, those who can listen to my voice and can see me on Facebook, I encourage you to go for your shots. I have taken mine and I'm still strong. It will never kill anybody. Thank you very much.
Grateful for your time, Gabriel. I wish you all the best. He's a lecturer at the Department of Education. Let me talk to some few students who are here. First, let me talk to the lady. Ladies first. You identify yourself to me. My sister, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
What's your name?
I'm Prof. Dogbe, sir.
Okay, Pro?
Prof. Dogbe.
Perfect, okay. Tell us the event. What role did you play today?
Okay, actually, I danced the bobobo and also the agbaja dance. It was very awesome. And then, what again?
So you're spreading the message as well. I know you'll be going home very soon, right? What are you taking home out of this program? Because COVID is so rare. Many are still holding this misconception about COVID-19, especially the vaccine.
Okay, the vaccine, I would like to tell those outside who are kind of scared, they don't want to take it, they're like, if they take it, they're going to die, they're going to feel weak and other stuff. I just want to ensure them to take it, and it's very helpful. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
And the wearing of the nose mask too, I will urge them to wear it more, because the more we practice, we are going to fight against this. Yeah.
all right, thank you very much for talking to us. Okay, grateful.
All right, thank you too.
Right, so that's a student at the Ajumako campus department. Let me talk to the gentleman. We are live on 98.3 FM, also streaming live on Facebook, and this is our coverage of the year celebration of COVID-19 by the Department of Education at the Ajumako campus of the University of Education, WINNEBA. So, gentlemen, what your name, sir?
I'm Shepherd Abufrakuma.
Shepherd. Okay, tell us
level. Level 100 students.
Oh, okay. So that means you've been here for almost 2-3 months now.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you make of this event which was just marked?
Yeah, it was a very superb and very fantastic program that was held by the EWIE department, and it was organized purposely for we the students to be taught how to make use of the nose masks and also the vaccine. And so, as we have been taught and lectures have been given on the nose mask issues, I think it's very good for me to go back to my hometown and my environment to teach my people about it, how useful the nose mask is.
Will you suggest that such programs should be organized periodically?
Yes. Since COVID is real and it is here with us, I think every semester this program should be organized for we the students.
So what will you tell the organizers of this program?
Yeah, I would urge them to, go ahead and continue this program, and for us to learn more from this.
All right. Grateful for your time. Thank you very much for talking to Radio WINNEBA.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I now have another student here who was a co-MC, right? I think once I have the program online, Susie, right? Yes, Susie, congrats.
Thank you very much.
Well, so tell us about the program. I know you were speaking the language, sometimes communication was a challenge. Tell us the event a bit about what we just witnessed.
Okay, it's about the coronavirus and how teachers want to ensure and entreat every student to protect him or herself during this corona time. And it's all about safety. Yeah, you could see some of the doctors coming to give us information about how this COVID-19 is destroying the lives of people, families, and the loved ones. So we are just entreating the whole student body to be at a safe side in this COVID time.
So at least we are urging students to take home. Once they'll be going home very soon, they should go and spread the message of the need for us to stay safe and the need for us to take the jab. There's a misconception, there's a myth about the vaccine. Is if you take it, you will die, you will be this, you'll be impotent. There are a whole lot of issues, misconception. I know there were a lot of drama recitals about this. What will you say about that?
For the issues circulating about the vaccine, I can say as a student, it is not very true. Because as a Christian, you are being taught from the Bible that the coming of Christ will be known to no one. So if someone is saying it is because of the virus or the vaccine is a sign of sickness, impotence, and those stuff, I don't believe that.
Not true, right?
Yes, it's not very true.
Your students were hearing their numbers, very high turnout. What was the secret?
Okay, that is the EWIE department here in Ajumako. When we talk about the EWIE department, it's just like a family. So whenever we are doing something here on campus, we come out in our numbers to support. That is why you could see the turnout in the number.
Okay, thank you very much. Congrats once again, Susie. Okay, so Susie was a co-MC to this event. I think at this point we'll be wrapping up from Ajumako ceremonial grounds at the University of Education, WINNEBA. This has been our coverage of COVID-19 a year on and the way forward, which was organized by the Department of Education under the leadership of the KPODO, who is the head of the Department of Education. So on behalf of the crew here, Osman Kwesibamfo, Kwame Namua, Sampa, and all those who supported us to make this coverage a success, we say thank you very much for listening and for watching. And back to the captain on the bridge. Good afternoon.